close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field for a base hit.
Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Girls softball time here on YourLiveEvent.com as we are into the quarterfinal rounds of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 girls softball tournament. Thompson hosts Langdon area Edmore Munich in a quarterfinal contest. You're tuned in to the Norman County Raceway, Red River Valley Speedway, Red River Valley Fair pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't forget, of course, the Norman County Raceway, Red River Valley Speedway races ongoing right now. And, of course, you want to make sure to put this on your calendar. The World of Outlaws coming for the first time to Ada, June 29th. As well, it's coming to the Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo on August 24th. Tickets and more info at NormanCountyRaceway.com and RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. Again, Langdon area Edmore Munich and Thompson about to do battle. These two teams met less than a couple weeks ago. 31-10 was the final score. Thompson getting the win. Langdon area Edmore Munich comes into this contest with a record of 7-6, and Thompson at 14-7. Winner moves on to Grafton. Team that falls short, the season comes to an end. Got much more here on the pregame show. Coming up next, we'll hear from both head coaches, Tracy Murphy from Langdon area Edmore Munich and then Matt Chandler from Thompson. That's coming up here on YourLiveEvent.com. Quarterfinal softball. We're getting down to the final 8 teams in Region 2 on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Honor Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews here at the Class B Region 2 girls softball quarterfinals between Thompson and Langdon area Edmore Munich. Talking with the Langdon area Edmore Munich head coach Tracy Murphy. And Tracy, kind of an up and down season for your ladies. Again, a very young program, especially in terms of when you look at Langdon area Edmore Munich athletics. But still got a really good chance to move on to Grafton. What have you learned from your squad over these 13 games of the regular season?
I was really counting on my seniors to be good leaders, and they have done that. We're going through some things to figure out our hitting, but we've had a good season. Otherwise, weather's been a factor for us too. But it's been a good year, and I'm really proud of these girls.
Yeah, faced Thompson here less than 2 weeks ago, a 31-10 setback. What's got to be different to turn that from an L to a W?
The wind was a big factor that day, and the girls really need to hit the ball this time. So hopefully we do that.
Kind of take us through your team a little bit, kind of the ups and downs and the strengths of your squad.
My seniors are very good leaders. My third baseman, my center fielder, my first baseman, and we have another senior that came out this year, and she's done all right. My pitcher has done really well. She's a junior. We have a few areas that we need to work on as far as fielding.
And regardless of whether it's a win or a loss, what do you want to see from your ladies today?
I just want to see them enjoy themselves and be aggressive and know that I'm proud of them no matter what the result is.
Langdon area Munich head coach Tracy Murphy joining us here in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews as we get set for playoff softball here on YourLiveEvent.com. Tracy, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moen with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Lakota.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rep warning tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews ahead of today's quarterfinal contest in the Class B Region 2 girls softball tournament between the Thompson Tommies and the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, joined by Thompson head coach Matt Chandler. And Coach, it was a rough morning this morning after a late night, early morning rainstorm. Really made things a little bit more complicated out here, getting out here at 6:15, 6:30 to make sure the field is ready to go. And I got to say, it looks ready for softball today.
You know, you look at our other two diamonds and you wouldn't think this one would be ready, but that's part of the gig in the spring is, you know, you're going to run into some days where you're going to have to put in some extra time, and it's tournament time, so it's worth it.
Taking a look at this matchup today. First of all, before we get into the matchup with Langdon, got to be a good feeling, even with all the work you had to put in today, to have this opportunity on the home diamond, looking to get to Grafton on a Monday.
Yeah, to play one more game on your home field is an advantage. We get to sleep in our beds a little longer and play on a track that we're pretty familiar with.
Let's take a look at this matchup against Langdon area Edmore Munich. A certainly no slouch of a team. Great competitive programs up there in Langdon. About a 31-10 win less than 2 weeks ago here in Thompson. Your thoughts on what the keys were to get that win?
You know, Langdon's a fairly new team in our region, and every year they've steadily progressed. And you know, today we played them a couple weeks ago, and it's very similar conditions, except the wind's blowing from the west today. Last time it was blowing from the east. So it's going to be challenging. Communication's going to be key on defense. Not hitting fly balls. I guess I don't know. Maybe that will be an advantage today. It's going to be hard to tell, and it's one of those days where, communication's going to be important, and make the plays that you can and pursue every ball until an out's called.
I know as we take a look at the going into the postseason, I know Drew Schwab is a little bit banged up with an injury, a little limited, maybe not able to quite get back into the circle yet. What's your status coming into the quarterfinal?
She's good. You know, when we were out in Fargo for the midseason madness, she tweaked something, and we had a good conversation. I sat her down one game in Fargo, and haven't pitched her since, and she wants to, but I think she understands where I'm coming from, that this is what we're holding her off for, and to be ready for this weekend and next week, and she's good to go.
Let's just kind of sum up here. Again, all season long you talked about kind of limiting the mistakes, kind of some mental miscues at some surprising times. Your thoughts on how that's progressed, and anything else you need to take care of today to get the win?
You know, I tell the girls all the time, control the things that you can control. Mistakes are going to happen. It's not letting the second one happen and not letting the third one happen. And we had 2 great days of practice, and I think they're ready to go.
That's Thompson head girls softball coach Matt Chandler joining us here on the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck. Thanks for the time today.
Thank you very much.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
And we're coming on back here on our Norman County Raceway, Red River Valley Speedway, Red River Valley Fair pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't forget the Red River Valley Fair, June 28th to the 30th, July 4th through 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. Tickets on sale now, RedRiverValleyFair.com. Take advantage of the 3-day carnival pass. 3 scans, 1 wristband per scan. One person could go 3 times on different days, or 3 people could go 1 time. Love that flexibility. Just $80. You can take that advantage of that deal until June 1st. Take it through some of the action we've got coming up here over the next weekend here. Region 1 and 2, and next week 3 baseball tournament, Region 1 and 2 softball tournament for you as well. Just wrapped up the Northeast Region track and field meet yesterday. And again, Region 1 softball going on here right now down in Hankinson. Jake Berkmeyer and our friend Boyko there with the call. Region 2 baseball down in Mayville State. That's going on right now between Hillsboro Central Valley and Larimore. 3-6 matchup. Joe Lancello, Preston DeVille going to be on the call for that one. Then Region 1 baseball, Chase Miller on the call for that one. In Castleton, that one's getting started here in just a few minutes, along with our Region 2 softball coverage. Also have the quarterfinal later on today between Carrington and Grafton. That's coming up later today, 1 o'clock. So basically a doubleheader. You can watch this one, and then this one concludes in a couple hours. You can head on over to that one again between Grafton and Carrington. Greg Grenz with the call on that one here on YourLiveEvent.com. So that's a look at our schedule here. We're going to take another quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups here next on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
And we're coming back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Our first pitch is about to get underway here. Perfect timing there for American Crystal Sugar Company starting the lineups. American Crystal Sugar Company, live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower-owned at crystalsugar.com. We'll start with Langdon area, Edmore, Munich. They will lead off with the first base senior, number 4, McKenna Schneider. She's behind the count here early, 1-2. On deck is the sophomore second base, number 26, Rayleigh Retzlaff. And batting third, it'll be the junior shortstop, number 2, Meredith Rumfo. It's first 3 in the batting order here. So the count goes full now to Schneider. Swing and a miss. She goes down on strikes as Cindy Schwabe in the circle here for the Tommies. The rest of your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups here for Langdon area and more Munich. As the toss, it'll be an infield single there for Retzlaff.
The shortstop, Meredith Rumfo.
In batting fourth, it's Jalen Swanson. Swanson, senior third base, number 8. She's on deck. Kennedy Clutchy, a sophomore catcher, number 16, is in the hole. The pitcher, Talia Johnson, will bat 6, the junior pitcher, again, number 6. Then the last 3 in the order, Jada Moen, a senior center fielder, number 7. Michaela Olson, a junior left fielder, number 1. And Heavenly Janice, senior right fielder, number 3. That's the starters there for Langdon area Edmore Munich. First pitch starting here just a little bit before 11 o'clock. Runner on a second after a steal. Let's update that Nodak Insurance Company agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Runner on second with 1 down here after the single there for Rayleigh Retzlaff. And then a stolen base. Count goes to 1-2 here for Meredith Rumfo. Count remains at 1-2. Again, Swanson on deck and Clutchy in the hole for Langdon area and more Munich. Ball 2 thrown here now by the senior starter pitcher in the circle, Cindy Schwabe. Pitches the ball. Count goes full here now. Second full count already given up by Schwabe. Full count pitch. Rumfo smashes that foul down the third baseline. Count remains full. Full count pitch. Foul. Schwabe, full count pitch. Foul again from Rumfo. Fresh off a great performance at the Northeast Region Track and Field Meet yesterday. Tell a little bit more about her efforts in her next plate appearance. Given a nice battle here. She'll see pitch number 10 of the plate appearance, and she'll draw a walk.
Third baseman, Jalen Swanson.
Runners now at first and second with 1 out on the board. Brings in the senior third base, number 8, Jalen Swanson. Swanson swinging a miss. Count goes 0-1. Swanson will be a member of the, Optimist volleyball team, all-star team. We'll have those games for you on yourliveevent.com. We'll have her player profile as well as we get towards the summer. So keep an eye out for that and the rest of our player profiles as we get to our summer sports. Got to get through the spring sports here first, as that one is low and outside. Count goes down to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Swanson goes down in 4 for the second out of the inning. Brings in Kennedy Clutchy, the sophomore catcher, number 16, right-handed batter there for the Cardinals, with runners at first and second and 2 down here in the top of the first. First pitch. Strike 1. Tommies again, a 31-10 win over these Cardinals less than 2 weeks ago. Matt Chandler says maybe the only difference in the weather conditions between that game and this game might be the direction of the wind. Last time blown out of the east, this time blown out of the west. Grounder Toss from short to third for the force out to close out the inning. There were no runs off of one hit. One walk given up as well. No errors, no earned, and there were 2 left on base. We're scoreless as we get to the bottom of the first here on YourLiveEvent.com on that Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Let's take you right now through the Thompson Tommy starting lineups, again presented by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grow our own. CrystalSugar.com. Starting here for the Tommies, leading off will be the sophomore center fielder, number 3, Maya Warkin. Batting second, it's the senior second base, number 2, Drew Schwab. Batting third, the sophomore shortstop, number 13, Kaya Hurst. Batting fourth, the senior pitcher, number 1, Sydney Schwabe. Batting fifth, it's the senior third base, number 10, Marley Kurtz. Batting sixth, it's the sophomore catcher, number 12, Fiona Hendrickson. Batting seventh, the designated player, freshman number 5, Cindy Eliason. Batting eighth, the sophomore left fielder, number 11, Claire Colling. And batting ninth, it's the freshman right fielder, number 4, Andy Schwab. In the flex spot, the sophomore third base, number 9, Abigail Olson. That's the starting lineup, again presented by American Crystal Sugar Company for the Thompson Tommies. Head coaches for this contest for Thompson, it's Matt Chandler and Maggie Fermo. And for Langdon area Edmore, Munich, it is Tracy Murphy and Taylor Benavice. Our umps for the day as well, Red Nordic and Donald Doyle. That should be all the principal parts here as we get to, again, the bottom of the first with Maya Warkin. Warkin here this season for the Tommies. And the leadoff batter, batting .458 coming into the postseason. As first pitch taken strike, count goes 0-1. Talia Johnston, the pitcher here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. 0-1 pitch, high, 1-1. Again, the winner moves on to Grafton on Monday. Team that falls short, their season comes to an end. Johnston, the 1-1 pitch, Warkin pops that up, and that goes foul. Over towards the Langdon area Edmore Munich dugout down the first base line. Again, Drew Schwab on deck and Kaya Hurst in the hole here for the Tommies. Warkin, a grounder, bobbled by the second base, and that'll be an error. And E4 gets Warkin aboard.
Second baseman Drew Schwab.
And that will bring up the senior second base, number 2, Drew Schwab. And talked with Matt Chandler. As Schwab had tweaked a little lower body injury in the midseason madness. Good enough to obviously bat and field. Maybe not quite enough for the pitching motions, and so trying to hold her off until at least the semifinals and to get through this game and give her a little more rest in that respect. There's a strike. Count goes 2-1. By the way, I believe Warkin got hit in the face with a ball, and so during practice session a little bit as Schwab gets hit on the helmet as well.
Shortstop, Kaya Hurst.
Warkin goes over to second, Schwab at first. So these Tommies a little bit battered up, but still Chandler's got a quality squad here. Definitely one of the favorites to go to the state tournament, but got to play the games. As that's popped up for Hurst. Catcher looking for it. It goes out of play. Count goes 0-1 there to Kaya Hurst. Hurst, the sophomore shortstop, number 13. Hurst batting .462 on the season. And coming into the postseason. It's a pitch. Got a hold of that one. Shot out to left center, and it drops. And it's a deep RBI single there for Kaya Hurst.
The pitcher, Sydney.
Bringing home Warkin to make it 1-0 Thompson here on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Scan that QR code down to the bottom left-hand corner to see how Chris can be an agent with answers. First pitch to the pitcher, Cindy Schwabe. As the count goes to 1-0 on the ball. Nobody out. And runners at first and second. It's a 1-0 lead here for the Thompson Tommies. Take a 2-0 lead. Technically the second best team in the region, but because of how things were aligned this year in the bracket structure, Grafton gets a higher seed out of this. Kind of split up by divisions, north and south. Mayport CG, the top team out of the south, which is where Thompson would end up, and then Grafton, the top seed out of the north. 2-1 is the count of the senior pitcher, Cindy Schwabe. Schwabe comes in batting .441. One of 5 Tommies to record a home run this season. That pitch is a ball. 3-1 to Schwabe now. Johnston, the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Marley Kurtz on deck and Fiona Hendrickson in the hole here for the Tommies. Pitch is a little outside, and that's ball 4. Schwabe's aboard on a walk. Moves Schwab all the way over to third. Hurst is over to second. We got the bases loaded now with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Brings in the senior, third base, number 10, Marley Kurtz. First pitch to Kurtz is a little high and outside. Count goes 1-0. Kurtz on the season coming in batting .500. That pitch is outside as well. Count goes 2-0. The only one, there's only a few with a higher percentage. Not as many at bats, though. Impressive stuff there for Kurtz. She's ahead of the count here, 3-0. In fact, one of those that has a higher percentage, I believe her sister, Kaylee Kurtz. As the pitch is a strike, count goes to 3-1. Although Kaylee only has 5 plate appearances, 5 at-bats. She's 4 for 5. Or 3 for 5, I should say. Swing and a miss there that time. Count goes full to Kurtz. Error, hit batter, walk, or hit and a walk. Resume of the first 4 batters so far for Thompson. Full count pitch. A little high, ball 4. Bases loaded, walk. Will bring home Drew Schwab for the second run of the game. That's Fiona Hendrickson now. Comes up to the dish. Bases continue to be loaded. Just pitches the ball. Count goes 1-0 here to Hendrickson, the sophomore catcher, number 12. 1-0 pitch. Inside, that'll be strike 1. Eliason on deck, calling in the hole for the Tommies with a 2-0 lead. Nobody down here in the bottom of the first. Langdon infield, playing a little bit in. And just got past the glove of Swanson over at third. So 1 will score and 2 will score. A 2 RBI single for Fiona Hendrickson.
Designated player Cindy Eliason.
Scoring Kaya Hurst and Cindy Schwabe. Making now a 4-0 lead for Thompson. That pitch is a strike. Count goes to 0-1. For Cindy Eliason, the freshman designated player number 5. That's fouled back. Count goes 0-2. Runners are now at first and second. Oh, 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did she go? She did not. Count goes 1-2 here now. And that'll drop into the glove at first base, and runner off firsting it back in time. It'll be kind of a scoop layup there.
Left fielder, Claire Calling.
So Eliason a line out to the first base for the first out, and then Hendrickson got caught. An unassisted double play there, because I believe the first base just ran back to the base. Getting 2 outs now on the board. Runner is over to second. And that's popped up, and it just got out of reach of the center fielder, so a run will score on a bloop double there for Claire Calling, scoring Marley Kurtz. Runner now at second with 2 outs on the board, and now let's balloon that score up now to 5-0. Just like that for the Thompson Tommies. On the Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks, South Dakota scoreboard. First pitch. Ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Popped up. That goes foul. All 9 batters for Thompson seeing the batter's box. Andy Schwab hitting .415. In fact, every single batter this season except for one is batting over .400 from the regular season on. And the only one that isn't taking in more is a courtesy runner than a hitter. So all good things for these Thompson Tommies. Schwab finds the gap in left center. One will score. It's now 6-0. Thompson
Center fielder Maya working.
off another RBI double. That brings back the top of the order here in Maya Workin. Claire Calling, by the way, will score that 6th run of the game. And that one is out and snagged there by the center fielder. Good grab there by Moen out in center to close out the inning. An active one at that. We had 6 runs off of 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. There was 1 error. 5 of the 6 runs were earned, and there was 1 left on base. Again, 4 hits. There was a hit batter, the error, a couple of walks given up as well, and the rest were outs. Thompson has the 6-0 lead on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Dakota scoreboard. Langdon area Edmore, Munich up for the top of the second next on YourLiveEvent.com.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Talia Johnston up here now for Langdon area Edmore, Munich in the top of the second on the Grand Forks, Lakota Nodak Insurance Company agent Chris Moen scoreboard. Thompson with a big first. Count goes to 2-1 there to Johnston with Moen on deck and Olsen in the hole. 2-1 pitch now goes to 2-2. Cindy Schwab, he did surrender a hit and a walk, but she struck out a pair in the first. And she surrendered her 3rd full count of the game. Full count pitch, popped up, fouled back. Schwabe, the full count pitch. Strike 3. Johnston goes down, looking in 7 for the first out of the inning. Brings in Jada Moen, the senior center fielder, number 7, right-handed batter there for the Cardinals. First pitch, swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-1. Taking a look here, periodically Langdon area Edmore Munich stats as that is into foul territory and in towards the evergreen. Count goes 0-2. Best hitter on the team is Jalen Swanson, batting .511. Everybody else batting under .400. As that's a ball. Count goes to 1-2 and a little roller there from Schwabe. So again, these for the Tommies, all of their batters except for one is batting over .400. And for Langdon area Edmore Munich, only one of their batters is batting over .400. It's a strikeout there, swinging in 4 for the second out of the inning. Bringing now Michaela Olsen, a grounder to second on a little roll. Drew Schwab over to Abby Olsen to close out the inning. On a 4-3 out. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Took just, I believe, 12 pitches to get out of that inning. On the Nodak Insurance Company agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Thompson 6, Langdon area Edmore Munich 0 in this girls softball Region 2 quarterfinal.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Bottom of the second here on YourLiveEvent.com on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard 6-0 Thompson, and they get another on base is Drew Schwab. With a line drive out to left. She gets over to first. Brings in Kaya Hurst. Hurst 1-for-1 in the game with an RBI single and a run scored. In fact, the first 5 batters for Thompson have each scored a run in that 6-run first inning. First pitch, grounder, foul down the third base line. Count goes 0-1. Other games in the quarterfinal round today, we will have one other one a little bit later on, 1 o'clock, as Grafton hosts Carrington. Carrington looking for the big upset. Grafton looking to seal their spot on their home diamond in the semifinals. Pitch to strike, count goes 0-2 to Hurst. Well, all the other 2 quarterfinals, by the way, Pembina County North hosts Nelson County Midkota as Hurst goes down in 3. The first strikeout of the game thrown by Talia Johnston. The first out of the inning. And in the other quarterfinal, Mayport CG takes on, I believe, Larimore. I believe they got a win over Northern Lights. Count goes to 1-0 to Cindy Schwabe. 1-0 pitch. Popped up, and that will go out of play. Count goes to 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out here in the bottom of the second. A 6-0 lead for the Tommies. They're on pace to do about what they did in the first meeting with Langdon area Edmore Munich, and that being scoring 30-plus runs as Schwab gets the steal. Ball 2-1. Correction on that matchup. Midway Minto, I believe, will take on Mayport CG in the other quarterfinal. Carrington beat Larimore in the bottom half as that one just drops in front of the left fielder. And we'll get another run scored as Cindy Schwabe with an RBI double.
Third baseman Marley Kurtz.
been a great month for the Schwabbies. For Cindy, younger sister Jenna qualified in multiple events to the state tournament, state track and field meets next week. As that one is smashed foul there by Marley Kurtz. Count goes 0-1. And their brother Caden grabbed his first home run this season for the Bison baseball team, and I believe broke the all-time steals, all-time stolen base record as well. 0-1 pitch. Fouled again down that same third base line. Count goes 0-2 to Kurtz, who got on due to a walk and scored a run back in the first. Again, updating that Chris Moen scoreboard, 7-0. Thompson pitching the shutout right now. There's the pitch. That's a little outside this time. Count goes to 1-2. Runner on second and one down here, with a spot in the semifinals in Grafton on Monday on the line, as that's a grounder to short, and oh boy, that one's going to get over first base. Had to get back to first in time, and she did not. Matt Chandler wanted an explanation. I think the official deemed that Kurtz went towards second and then came back, thus being tagged out, and the out holds.
The catcher, Fiona Hendrickson.
So Schwabe goes over to third. After all that, we'll count the error. E6 getting Kurtz on initially and then out as she was trying to run the bases for the second out of the inning. Schwabe goes over to third here down, a 1-1 count to Fiona Hendrickson, the catcher, who's 1 for 1 with a 2 RBI double back in the first. 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Count here now. Second error of the game for Langdon area Edmore Munich. As Johnston, 2-1 pitch. Well, high and outside, now 3-1. Johnston, the 3-1 pitch. High and outside, ball 4. Walk given up. Puts runners at the corners here now with 2 down. As here's Cindy Eliason now, the designated player. Freshman, number 5, 0 for 1 with the line out. We get Layla Gemmel out there to run the bases as well. For Hendrickson, so that she can get on her catcher's gear. Hendrickson, or Gemmel, I should say, a scary moment for her in the game against Grafton. An asthma attack came out of nowhere, and as she was on third base, had to be helped to the dugout. Luckily, she got the inhaler, and all is well. And actually is one thing that helps with the rain is that the dust, pollen conditions might go down a little bit as Gemmel gets a steal. That'll help as well when you can just kind of trot over to second base. 1-0 is the count. Now 1-1 on a foul ball down the first base line to Eliason. Collings on deck and Andy Schwab in the hole. If they get that far, all 9 batters will have seen the batter's box twice already. And we're just in the bottom of the second here on YourLiveEvent.com, part of our postseason coverage, Region 2 girls softball quarterfinals. That's laced up the middle. 1 will score, and 2 will score. And a throw to 3, not in time. So here we go on that. It's now 9-0. It's a 2 RBI single for... 2 RBI single there for Eliason. She advances to second on the throw to home and advances to third on a throwing error. So, again, Schwabe scores, Gemmel scores. 6 runs in the first now, 3 in the second. And a 1-1 count with 2 outs on the board to Claire Colling, the sophomore left fielder, number 4. Left-handed batter. That pitch a little in the dirt. Count goes to 2-1. Eliason again all the way around to third. Tommies with a big lead here in the bottom of 2. That one rolls outside, 3-1. Andy Schwab on deck here. The Tommies in the black jerseys, green batting helmets, white numbers. And the double Tommy logo on the jersey. That one's high and away. Another walk drawn, this time for Claire Colling.
Right fielder, Andy Schwab.
Runners at the corners here now with 2 outs on the board, a 9-0 lead for the Tommies. On that Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Here's the pitch. A little bit low and a steal here for Colling. Already the third stolen base of the inning for Thompson. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Here for Schwab. Oh, 2 pitch. Strike 3. Schwab goes down in 3, looking just the second strikeout of the game. For Langdon area, more Munich's Talia Johnston. We go to the top of the third. Thompson with a 9-0 lead. They had 3 more runs off of 2 more hits. There were 2 errors as well. All 3 runs were earned. And there was 2 left on base. 9-0 Thompson leads Langdon area and more Munich here on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info, 701-652-2886.
Top of the third, 9-0. Thompson leads on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. 1-1 is the count here to Heavenly Janis, the senior right fielder, number 3. The final batter in the order here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Just 1 hit on the game so far, 1 walk as well. And Janis just 1 ball away from picking up the second walk of the game for the Cardinals. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, full count. Of the 9 batters faced so far for by Cindy Schwabe, she has had full counts for now 4 of them. And that's a ball, and that's a walk drawn.
First baseman, McKenna Schneider.
So Janis is aboard here on a walk. As the Cardinals try to break 3 here with those red jerseys, black numbers outlined in white, black batting helmets, and the black pants. Bunt is shown and pulled back. It's a ball. There from Cindy Schwabe. 1-0 pitch. Bunt is shown again and laid down nicely. Toss over to first. Won't be in time. Good bunt executed there by McKenna Schneider.
Second baseman, Rayleigh Ratzlaff.
Just like that, Langdon area Edmore Munich starting to put some base runners on there. They had 2 in the first as well. Rayleigh Ratzlaff is back up. She's the only hitter so far today for the Cardinals. Does have a steal as well. First pitch is low and away, 1-0. There for Retzlaff. Schwabe, the 1-0 pitch, grounder through the infield. Here's a base hit. And the throw to home, the tag is not in time. I don't think Hendrickson got it down in the right spot. And so that's the first run of the game there for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Scoring Heavenly Janis. On the RBI single there for Retzlaff. She's going to go for the steal, and she gets there. So now we have runners at second and third. Nobody out here. A 9-1 lead. There's a strike there. Thrown by Schwabe to Rumfo, I believe qualifying in the javelin yesterday at the Northeast Region meet. I think she had enough for a good enough mark for a state qualifying before. That toss from third to first is not in time. And 2 runs will come across to score. Off the throwing error now.
Third baseman Jalen Swanson.
Retzlaff will score and Schneider will score, and all of a sudden it's 9-3. And a game on our hands here as that one's flown out of play on a foul ball down the third base line. Again, 9-3 the score. As Thompson gives up the first error of the game. Rumford got aboard. Jalen Swanson 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And she's ahead of the count now, 2-1. Matt Chandler on their Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Saying that mistakes are going to happen. Just doesn't want it to go into multiple mistakes. Because multiple mistakes can get teams momentum and, more importantly, back into a game. As that goes foul. Count remains full once again as Langdon area Edmore Munich. Tough first couple of innings, but they're finding their stride here after a walk by Janis. Back-to-back hits by Schneider and Retzlaff, and there's another hit. Throwing error getting Rumfo on. So runners now at first and second. On a single to left here by Jalen Swanson, and Matt Chandler comes out to have a circle conference here. Nobody out. In the top of the third, a 9-3 lead here on YourLiveEvent.com on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moe and Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard.
The Carrington School District congratulates the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, securing the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique and inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff from the Carrington School District. To all students, parents, and families of Carrington Schools, thank you for a great year.
As Schwabe stays in, another hit on the first pitch. Kennedy Clutchy drives in Rumfo, and it's 9-4.
The pitcher, number 6, Talia Johnston.
Clutchy and the Cardinals are just hammering that left side. The runners now at first and second, and nobody out. Now it's 9-4. That pitch is high. Count goes now to 1-0. Talia Johnston 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second. Things starting to unravel here a little bit for Sydney Schwabe in the circle. Johnston with a bunt. Schwabe is going to get it over to first in time for the 1-3 out. Does move the base runners, though, to second and third. Brings in Jada Moe, 0 for 1 with a strikeout for the senior center fielder. Number 7, but a 9-0 lead has been almost halved to 9-4. Moe ahead of the count here, 1-0 with the ball. Kayla Olson on deck would be all 9 batters this inning for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Walk, hit, error, hit, grounder. Schwabe really looking for a strikeout here as it counts now goes to 2-1. 2-1 pitch, a little low that time, 3-1. Again, that's why you got to play the game. Langdon area Edmore Munich lost 31-10 in the regular season meeting as that's fouled out of play. Count goes full. But Langdon, what they had to do today, they had to just block it out of their mind. Forget that game and treat this as a brand new day. And didn't look like they were going to do that right away. But they found a way to break free, and score 4. Strikeout in 6. Cindy Schwabe really needed that one. Second out of the inning. Brings in the left fielder, junior number 1, Michaela Olsen, 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch popped up. Schwabe looking to try and end it, and it'll actually be snagged by Hendrickson on the catcher spot. That'll close out the top of the third with 4 runs for Langdon off of 4 hits. There was 1 error, 3 earned runs, and 2 left on base. 9-4, Thompson leads as we go to the bottom of the third on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moe and Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Bottom of the third here on YourLiveEvent.com and this girls softball Region 2 quarterfinal. Warkin pops that up right to the pitcher, and she's got it for the first out of the inning here.
Second baseman Drew Schwab.
On that Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Chris Moe, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Drew Schwab, 1 for 1, a base hit, 2 runs scored, stolen base for the Tommies. First pitch. Here's ball 1. Talia Johnson trying to use that momentum the Cardinals got in the third to keep them in this one. Schwab fouls it back towards Dad. Count goes to 1-1. Got to think at some point one of the balls is going to fly here into the press box. 1-1 pitch. Schwab sends it the right way this time. And past the right fielder. Schwab hustling. And she'll hold up at second. Wise move there by the senior on a stand-up double. Brings in Kaya Hurst. Hurst on the game, 1 for 2, an RBI single in the first. Strikeout in the second. Now runner at second with 1 down here in the bottom of 3. Again, winner goes to Grafton in the semifinals. We'll have every game from Grafton on YourLiveEvent.com. James Cardarelli will join me. It'll be James and James out in Grafton, the Region 2 semifinals and on. Pitch the ball there to Hurst. Count goes to 1-0. Gets a hold of that one out into the gap there in left center field. Drew Schwab will come around to tap that home plate.
Pitcher Sydney Schwabe.
With an RBI single there now for Hurst, her second RBI single of the game. Schwab has scored now her 3rd run of the game as well, and that brings up Sydney Schwabe. Schwabe 1 for 1 with an RBI double back in the second. She's also scored a pair of runs. Runner goes for the steal and gets there as the count goes to 2-0 to Schwabe. And Hurst now over to second. Kurtz on deck and Hendrickson in the hole here for the Tommies. Johnston, 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. Two-one pitch. A little high, 3-1. Johnston, the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Schwabe's aboard on a walk.
Number 10, third baseman Marley Kurtz.
Runners now at first and second with one out on the board. Brings in Marley Kurtz. Kurtz, senior third base, number 10. 0 for 1 on the game. Got on due to an error. Back in the second, but maybe it got on the sore end of a deal as she was rounding for second very briefly. That's what the official determined and couldn't get back to first base in time, therefore was called out. As there's a single, just gets past the infield for Kurtz. And now we have bases loaded with one out on the board as Fiona Hendrickson comes in. Sophomore catcher. Hendrickson 1 for 1. 2 RBI single in the first. Got on due to a walk and stole a base as well as that one's out of play. Eliason on deck and Colleen in the hole here for the Tommies. Trying to ratchet that lead back up. It was as much as 9. It's now a 6-run lead. Count goes 1-1. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. It's just a beautiful day out here in Thompson right now after a rough overnight. AD Brady Schwab, head coach Matt Chandler out here just after 6 o'clock this morning to get the field ready. And it certainly has looked nice as we've got some more nice plays. It's an RBI single there for Hendrickson. Scoring Kaya Hurst. Her second run of the game, now 11-4. Layla Gemmel comes back out to run the bases here for the Tommies. As Schwabe moves over to third, Kurtz over to second, Hendrickson to first. Here's Cindy Eliason with a 2 RBI single in the second. Swing and a miss at that. Count goes 0-1. Johnston did not strike anyone out in the first, but she grabbed a couple of strikeouts in the second. There's the pitch. Grounder. Toss to first is in time. Does allow a run to come home and score. At that point, you just throw it to home and you get an easy out. But Schwabe will score her third run of the game. Give Lyson an RBI there on the ground out. Second out of the inning. As that one got away. Wild pitch. Run will score. Kurtz will come around to score her second run of the game now. And it's 13-4. Thompson had a couple more runs. Update that scoreboard here for you. Runner on third, a 1-0 pitch. To Calling now 2-0. Calling 1 for 1, an RBI double in the first. Walk drawn, stolen base, run scored. 2-0 pitch, foul. Count goes 2-1. 13-4 lead here for the Tommies in the bottom of the third. Had 9 in the first, or they had 6 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 here in the third. Count goes to 3-1 now to Calling with Schwab on deck to round out the order the third time today. Calling fouls it back. Count goes full. Double full count pitch. Foul again. Again, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nowhere to hide here for Calling at the dish for Thompson. And Johnston in the circle for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Full count pitch. Calling foul again. Out to the lusciously green fields. Egg fields, that is, not ball fields, behind this complex here at Southbrook Park in Larimer Field. This pitch, it's low and away, ball 4. Gets Colleen over to first. Brings in Andy Schwab. Schwab 1 for 2. RBI single in the first, strikeout in the second. There for the freshman right fielder. Johnston first pitch, runner goes for the steal and is going to get there with ease. Runners now at second and third. It's a pitch. As that is going to get through the infield. I don't think the shortstop had much of a chance. It's just so perfectly placed there by Schwab. Gemmel will score. So we'll give Schwab her second hit of the game. Colling moves over to third, and now Schwab goes over to second. With 2 outs on the board, and again a 14-3 lead. Brings in Maya Warkin, top of the order, 0 for 3. Fly out, pop fly, and got on due to an error. She's well ahead of the count here, 3-0. Largest lead of the game for Thompson. 3-0 pitch. That's high. Ball 4. Bases loaded here now with 2 outs.
Second baseman, Drew Schwab.
As Drew Schwab coming in now for the Tommies. Schwab 2 for 2. Single, double, 3 runs scored. Stolen base. First pitch is a lob. High as wild pitch / pass ball. Take your pick. That's going to be a run for Claire Colling. And it's now 15-4 Thompson. Pitch. And that finds the shortstop's glove to end the inning in style as well for Rumfo with a nice little somersault. Fly out to short to close out the inning. We did have 6 runs off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 6 runs, 5 hits. There were, I don't believe there were any errors in that inning. Smattering of earned runs, and there were 2 left on base. The Munich Insurance Company, Grand Forks, Dakota. Agent Chris Moen, scoreboard, headed to the top of the 4th. 15-4. Thompson with a big lead.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Top of the 4th on the Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. 15-4. As Heavily Janice back up. She got the party started for Langdon last inning with a walk. She's even on the count 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Janice, grounder, roller to third, toss to first is in time for the 5-3 out. 1 down here.
Back to the top, first baseman, McKenna.
Brings in McKenna Schneider, the first baseman, number 4, the senior on the day, 1 for 2 with a base hit in that 3rd. First pitch is a ball, a little low that time. Count goes 1-0. Cindy Schwabe, good first 2 innings. A little bit rough in the 3rd, but she's navigating it well. That's a shot to left and a fly out. Here that time. Second out of the inning. Brings in now Rayleigh Retzlaff. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0 to Retzlaff. She's 2 for 2 on the game. Count goes to 2-0. Pair of singles there. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1. Schwabe looking for strikeout number 6 on the game at 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. That one's a little high and outside, 2-2. Two pitch. Ball 3. Double full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In for Retzlaff for Langdon area Edmore Munich and Schwabe for the Tommies. Good judgment there for Retzlaff. She's on base for the 3rd time today with a walk this time.
Shortstop, Meredith Rumfo.
Brings in Meredith Rumfo, the shortstop, 0 for 1. Got on due to an error in the third and scored a run. Got on due to a walk in the first as well. First pitch, grounder down the third base line. That's fair. For a base hit. Rumfo goes to first. Rotzloff goes to second. Brings in Jalen Swanson, 1 for 2 with a base hit and a strikeout on the game. Schwabe, first pitch, that's popped up and foul. A 1 pitch. As the ball gets away there, runners will move their bases. Now runners at second and third. As that one's popped up and foul again. Now goes to 1 and 2 to Jalen Swanson. Kennedy Colucci's on deck. One-two pitch. 2 and 2. Two, sent out to left, and Collins got it to close it out. No runs off of 1 hit. There are no errors, no earned, and there were 2 left on base. 1 walk given up as well. 15-4. Going to the bottom of the 4th here on YourLiveEvent.com on the Nodak Insurance Company. Chris Moen, agent, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard.
Here's this summer's happening at Headlocks in Carrington. On Friday, June 14th, it's the Lance Koenig Golf Scramble. Then on Friday and Saturday, July 12th and 13th, it's the Central City Bash. Enter the Headlocks Eaton Par 3 Golf Tournament and check out the street dance with the band Uptown. On Saturday, July 13th, check out the Cool Car Show in the afternoon and the street dance with the Dean Brecky Band later that night. While you're there, see their awesome picture wall full of local sports memories. Visit Headlocks on Facebook for more information about all their happenings.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Bottom of the 4th we go here on YourLiveEvent.com. On the Nodak Insurance Company, agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Thompson leads Langdon area Edmore Munich 15-4. As first pitch there for Talia Johnston to Kaya Hurst. Hurst on the game, 2 for 3. Pair of RBI singles with the strikeout in between. She's headed the count here 1-0, and now goes 2-0. Schwabe on deck and Kurtz in the hole here for the Tommies. Two-0 pitch, grounder to short, toss to first is in time for the 6-3 out. First out of the inning. Brings in Sidney Schwabe. Schwabe on the game, 1 for 1. RBI double in the second, in between 2 walks. Nobody on here. Bottom of the 4th, a 15-4 lead for the Tommies, who are trying to add insurance before the top of the 5th. Now goes 0-1. They can allow 1 more if they don't score here. They can allow 1 more in the top of the 5th and still claim the victory in 5. A 1 pitch. 1-1. One pitch. A little high here now, 2-1. Johnston. 2-1 pitch. High and away now, 3-1 as Schwabe about to get the Walk Magician's moniker here. She's got 2 walks already. Could be number 3 here. 3-1 pitch. She does just that.
Third baseman, Marley Kurtz.
Brings in Marley Kurtz. Kurtz on the day, 1 for 2 with a single. Walk drawn, a couple of runs scored. On the day as the Thompson Tommies look for a spot in the semifinals in Grafton on Monday. Hold of that, that's popped up. Swanson's over there at third and drops in the on-deck circle. Count goes 0-1 to Kurtz. Again, the other quarterfinals today, we have one more for you later on. Greg Grenz up in Grafton as the Spoilers. It'll be our first game, really, from Grafton, and then we'll have the rest of the games from Grafton Monday on. But Greg Grenz will be up there as Grafton-Carrington goes to battle here. Another Cardinal team in the mix. Count goes to 1-1. Other quarterfinals, Mayport CG hosts Midway Minto, and Pembina County North hosts Nelson County Midkota. Count goes to 2-1. There for Kurtz. 2-1 pitch. Popped up, and that will drop into the center fielder's glove. And a throwing error. Schwabe will just hang on. It did get out of play, and so Schwabe goes to second for free. Goes to third for free.
Catcher, Fiona Hendrickson.
Went from the outfield in, so 2 bases instead of 1. 2 for the price of 1, therefore. Schwabe gets all the way over to third there. I learn new things every day. 2 outs here. And the bottom of the 4th after that Kurtz fly out to center. More accurately, right center. Count goes to 2-0 here to Hendrickson now. Hendrickson on the game, 2 for 2. Pair of singles, 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored as well. 2-0 pitch, grounder to third, toss to first is in time for the 5-3 out to end the inning. No runs off of no hits. There was 1 error, 1 walk given up as well, no earned, and 1 left on base. 15-4 our score as we head to the top of the 5th. Langdon area Edmore Munich needs 2 to keep the game going here on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moe and Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
You can feel secure in the knowledge that your comfort is in good hands with Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington. Their prompt and courteous team stands in readiness to assist you with all your plumbing needs, including ductless air conditioners. Larson Plumbing is happy to announce that they install Daikin ductless air conditioners. Daikin air conditioners make sure you stay cool all summer long with no interruptions. Call the ones who care. Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Carrington, 701-652-5695.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Kennedy Colucci up here now for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Count goes to 1-2. Top of the 5th. Got some changes here for you as well. Swing and a miss there as Colucci goes down in 4. Drew Schwab comes in to pitch here for the Tommies. Cindy Schwabe goes out to center. Maya Workin comes from center and plays second base. Drew Schwab was at second originally. So that's the 3-gal change there. Talia Johnston, the pitcher, is up now. Counts at 1-0. She sends it out to Schwabe at center. And nice play for Cindy Schwabe. On a fly out to center there. 2 down here brings in Jada Moen, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 15-4 lead for the Tommies, and this might do it. Grounder, third. to first in time for the 5-3 out. That took just 6 pitches to close out the game. Final score on the Nodak Insurance Company agent Chris Moen Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. Thompson 15, Langdon area Edmore Munich 4. We'll begin our post-game comments next.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center. The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Final score here on the Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Chris Moen, Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard. The Thompson Tommies defeat the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals 15-4, just a little bit over an hour in 5 innings. Take you through the stats and storyline of the game. Thompson came out on fire early. They had 6 runs in the first inning, taking advantage of 4 hits and a error there from Langdon area Edmore Munich. They added 3 more in the second to lead 9-0. The Cardinals would rally and tally 4 runs in the top of the third, taking advantage of 4 hits and 1 Thompson error to make it a 9-4 score. But the Tommies scored the last 6 runs, scoring all 6 of them in the third. There was no scoring in the fourth or in the top of the fifth. And so the Tommies go on to win it again, 15-4. Taking a look at some individual stats here. Let's start with Langdon area Edmore Munich. McKenna Schneider, she finished at 1 for 3 with a base hit and a run scored. Rayleigh Rotzloff finished the day the leading, really the leader on offense for the Cardinals. She went 2 for 2 with an RBI single, another base hit, stolen base, and a walk drawn. Run scored. Meredith Rumfo finished the game at 1 for 2 with a base hit and a run scored. Jalen Swanson finished the game 1 for 3 with a base hit. Kennedy Colucci finished the game here at 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Talia Johnston finished 0 for 3. Jada Moen 0 for 3. Michaela Olsen 0 for 2. And Heavenly Janice 0 for 1. Individually for Thompson, Maya Warkin finished the game here at 0 for 3 with a walk drawn, got on due to an error and scored a run as well. Drew Schwab finished the game at 2 for 3 with a single, a double, 3 runs scored and a stolen base. Kaya Hurst went 2 for 4 with a pair of RBI singles and runs scored. Cindy Schwabe, she went 1 for 1 with an RBI double in the second and 3 walks drawn with 3 runs scored. Marley Kurtz, she finished the game at 1 for 3 with a single and a pair of runs scored. Fiona Hendrickson finished the game at 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored for Layla Gemmel, her courtesy runner. Cindy Eliason finished the game at 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a single. Claire Colling finished the game at 1 for 1 with an RBI double, 2 walks drawn and 2 stolen bases and 2 runs scored. And Andy Schwab finished the game at 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, 1 run batted in, and a stolen base. That's the individual stats here for Thompson and Langdon area Edmore Munich. Cindy Schwabe gets the win in the circle there for the Tommies. And Drew Schwab takes the save. Talia Johnson with the loss. Cindy Schwabe, she finishes the game with, I believe, 5 strikeouts. Drew Schwab added another as well. Take a quick break. We'll be back with some post-game coaches' comments from Matt Chandler of Thompson coming your way next.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Coming on back here at our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interview, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com, joined by the head coach of the Thompson Tommies and Matt Chandler. And Matt, you certainly took a couple of bruises, couple of dings to get that win, but a good win in 5 innings there, 15-4. Your thoughts on the victory today?
We did a nice job today. You know, faced a little bit of adversity in the 3rd inning, and Langdon was putting the ball in play, and we worked our way through it, and had a lot of good at-bats with runners in scoring position. Did a lot of little things today. Had a couple blunders on the bases, but those are easy to clean up.
We take a look here at the taking a look here at the 3rd inning. That's when Langdon area Edmore Munich, they mounted their comeback. They proved to you, and I think to us, that they had some fight left in them.
Yeah, they did a nice job. They could have, I think it was 9-0 after a few innings. and they had good competitive at-bats and found ways to get on base, and they got a nice future coming.
Let's talk about, injury update. Drew Schwab comes in the fourth. Cindy Schwabe, she bangs up her toe a little bit, and you got some more adjustments to make before Monday's semifinals.
Yeah, this time of year a lot of kids are banged up. It's kind of an abusive sport, and you go 22 games into the year, and little things happen, but Sydney's got a little bit of a toe issue now, but Drew appears to be healthy. She's telling me that there's no more pain anymore.
Your thoughts going into the semifinals and likely going to face Grafton in that contest?
You're going to get everybody's best. We've kind of had a target on our back for a few years here, and we just got to control the things that we can control and not let mistakes compound on each other and pick each other up when they do. Have good at-bats, throw lots of strikes, and it's going to be a fun tournament.
Well, I know it's been a long day for you, and I know Little Guy is ready to go celebrate this win. And before we do that, since it is the final game on the home diamond, why don't you talk about your seniors a little bit and what they meant to the program?
Like I said the other night during senior night, we could be here till 4 p.m. talking about each one of them. I've had them all in summer rec since they were 10U kids, and just more important than anything, they're wonderful people. They're going to graduate here next week, and they're going to go off in the world and do great things, and that translates on the softball field. Like they show up every day and they work hard and they pick each other up and they communicate well, and we're certainly going to miss them. And we hope to keep playing for them and playing for our community.
Head coach Matt Chandler joining us in North Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Coach, thanks for the time. Go enjoy this one. We'll see you on Monday.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's the INEX Legends Meet and Greet, sponsored by Thunder Road, Linex, and Ellingson Drainage. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
See your local Farmers Union insurance agent, Jennifer Worley, in Cavalier.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info, 701-652-2886.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
And we're coming back here one final time on our post game here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's hanging out with you from Thompson. Let's take you through a couple of small things here real quick before we close out this game. Final line score, I don't believe I got to that. Final line score here for Thompson and Langdon area Edmore Munich. For Langdon area Edmore Munich, the line score was 4 runs, 5 hits, 6 left on base, 5 errors, and 14 of the 15 runs allowed by Thompson were earned. Thompson, conversely, they scored 15 runs off 11 hits, 6 left on base, 3 earned runs, and 1 error in the game. We went over individual statistics and the stats and storyline a little earlier. Let's go to our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton, or of Hillsboro, excuse me. RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro. They are wishing all of our area farmers a safe and successful planting season. Thanks for the business, RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro. And play of the game now, definitely, I was thinking about this before we talked with Matt Chandler, but now definitely considering the fact that Cindy Schwabe now has a little toe injury, making that play out in center field must have been hard, trying to navigate the wind. She was able to do it successfully. That prevented any last-minute rally from Langdon area more minute to keep the game going. So Cindy Schwabe making that play out in center field. That's our precision play of the game. Again, I want to remind you about our coverage going on here on YourLiveEvent.com. We're in the midst of our spring postseason. We've got Region 1 and 2 girls softball, Region 1, 2, and 3 baseball, EDC softball coming up next week as well. On the docket today, right now, we've got Region 1 softball going on right now down in Hankinson. Jake Berkmeyer, Josh Boyko on that one. Region 2 baseball and Mayville State going on right now. Let's even grab a quick score update on that. Hillsboro Central Valley, Larimore was the first game on the docket here for today. And let's just take a look at some scores around the docket here. Region 1 baseball tournament semifinals, Central Cass, Northern Cass going on here right now. And I'll see if we can get scores up there for that. And Hillsborough Central Valley Larimore, that one is still going on, I believe, right now. Or actually, Hillsborough Central Valley Larimore has wrapped up. Wrapped up just a little while ago. And I don't have a final score just yet, but Hillsborough Central Valley Larimore wrapping up. So Mayport, CG Hatton, Northwood, that is currently going on here right now. And Northern Cass, Hankinson in the Region 1 softball tournament semifinals also going on right now. Region 1 baseball down in Castleton. Chase Miller on that one. Be with you all day. And then later on at 1 o'clock, Region 2 softball tournament quarterfinal between Grafton and Carrington. So that one should be going live here in a few minutes. So head on over to that. Lots of games to be viewed here on YourLiveEvent.com. That'll about wrap things up here from all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com. I want to thank our entire team, our executive producer, Mark Forseth, marketing director, Jim Burke-Burkmeyer, as well as our magic video man himself, Jack Albee. Greg Grenz helping out to produce a lot of these commercials. Make sure to support our local businesses, support the ones that support us. That allows us to come out and do these tournament games and do the regular season games, do everything that we like to do. And make sure to help support their area businesses who like to do what they like to do, so that they can help you with what you like to do in the end. Something like that, anyway. So patron those businesses, and at the very least say thank you, and make sure you let them know thanks for allowing us to come in and do these games. As well, I want to thank Halstead Telephone Company, Brandon Mickelson back at the Halstead Telephone Company office, making sure everything is up to snuff. And all of our voices led by our co-sportscaster of the year, Chase Miller. From all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com, the final score on the Nodak Insurance Company, agent Chris Moe and Grand Forks and Lakota scoreboard, Thompson 15, Langdon area Edmore Munich 4. Thompson moving on to the semifinals. Langdon area Edmore Munich season comes to an end. They end at 7-7. Thompson improves to 15-7. We'll see you on Monday for the semifinals. We'll have Grafton will take on the winner of the Grafton-Carrington game will take on Thompson, and then we'll have another set of semifinals as well. It's James Martin saying, Region 2 girls softball fans, show some pride.